Okay, everybody, we're back. We're looking at Earth Science Homework 30 using reference table L. And what we're going to do is pause the tape right here just to make sure everybody has this out. You need this out and a reference table, or you can flip on the back, but you should be keeping along with us. Pause it right here, please. Okay, we're back, and we're going to look at this reference table just to make sure that we understand how to use this. It's a pretty easy reference table. It's not as easy as BB, but you can't get it your way all the time. Here we go. Let's get this reference table understood. First thing that we talked about yesterday was we were going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 columns for homework. If you have this finished, that's great. If you don't, you're in luck because I'm going to be stamping this on Monday, so you have a little bit of time to finish it up. This is pretty easy though. Felsic, Mayfic, or in between. And for Monday, you're also going to need to do this middle part, which we skip, crystals and percentages. We will talk about that now. All right, scoria is the first one that we're going to do. And in scoria, what you're going to look for is on your reference table, we're going to go ahead and find scoria first. Okay? When you find scoria on your reference table, you'll notice that there's a bunch of information that you can find with scoria. Again, we look to the left and to the right. Here are some things that we can say about scoria. I'm just going to box them. All the things that we can say that apply to scoria. That was in the box, but you get the idea. Okay. All these things apply to scoria. We can say that it's extrusive, the first thing. We can also say that it's non-crystalline, it's glassy, and it's vesicular. We can also look straight up and down to find some other information about scoria. So if we look straight up and down, we can also see, based on color, it's on the darker side. Based on density, it's on the higher density side, so heavier, more dense. Based on composition, it's on the mafic side, so it's rich in Fe. Again stands for what again? We're going to go ahead and pause and see if people can get that. Okay, if we're back, Fe stands for iron and Mg stands for what? Pause. And now we're back. It stands for magnesium. Very good. Okay, so these are the things that we can say about scoria. Let's go back to the reference table and just plot that out really quickly. So on that reference table, once again, when it asks felsic, mafic, or in between, based on the chart that we just saw on the back of this, or on the reference table, we saw that it was in between. Was not actually in between. It was on the mafic side. So what we can say on our sheet is mafic. And we did this yesterday. We skipped this one. Cooled underground or on the surface. Since it's extrusive, that means on the surface. The texture is non-crystalline or glassy. And last but not least, gas pockets. Since we go back here, and you see vesicular in this area here, we know that it does have gas pockets, so yes. Let's do one more here. This one is one that we did not check yesterday. Diorite. Is it felsic, mafic, or in between? Let's go back to our reference table. Use a different color. Let me erase some of this stuff really quickly. Let's use blue. Diorite is here. The information that applies to diorite, I'm going to box it. Okay, that information goes with diorite, and in terms of color density and composition, you can see that it's actually kind of right in the middle between the light and the dark. It's in the middle between low and high density. It's in the middle between felsic and mafic. Okay, so once again, we're going to go back to the front of this sheet, and we're going to fill this in as well. For diorite, felsic, mafic, or in between. Diorite was in between. Okay, we're skipping crystals and percentages for now. Cooled underground or on the surface. Since it's intrusive, it's going to be underground. And last but not least, the texture was quartz, because it had a crystal size of 1 millimeter to 10 millimeters. And last but not least, gas pockets. No. Okay. I think most people kind of get the hint, the hand of this. I want you to either do one of two things. So depending on how far the class is, if some people need help, spend about 2 minutes now just giving people time to go over this and making sure that they have that. And then we're going to get ready to go back in the binder to a couple pages before and look at either, I think it was classwork number 14. That's the one that we skipped. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Or if you're ready right now, you can go ahead, and most people have this finished. You go ahead and we're going to turn to classwork number 14 to finish that up. Alrighty, thank you. You can pause. You can go to the next slide when you're ready.